Good morning, home care industry. It's me, Michael G, with Power Shot Training for your Power Up video sales tip of the week. And as always, our aim is to add value in 3 minutes or less. So let's get to it. All right. This week, our lesson is about being compelling. Many of my students are having issues with trying to get appointments with key decision makers. They leave voicemails, they send emails, they stop by in person, they send letters, they connect on LinkedIn, etc., 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 and they don't get a response. When I hear that from somebody I'm working with, my question to them, my very next question is, tell me what you're saying. Tell me what the voicemail says, read me the email, tell me what you're saying in person. And it generally goes something like this. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'd really like to meet with you to talk about my agency. Could I get 5 minutes of your time? That's not compelling. I mean, that's not even close. And I always turn it around when I hear whatever that message is and say, hey, if you were a busy executive in the healthcare industry and you got this message, be honest, would you call back? Would you set up a meeting with this person? And almost invariably, the answer is no, I wouldn't. That's not compelling, and that's not going to get the meeting. You've got to dig in and figure out why they would want the meeting. Forget about why you want it. I want to meet with you because I want to tell you about my agency. Well, who cares? What has to happen is you have got to tell them why they should meet with you. What you do, what you offer, what advantage you have, what they haven't thought of that would be of value to them to spend 10, 15 minutes meeting with you. And until you can do that, don't make the call, don't make the visit, don't send the email because you're not going to get a response. And the more of those you send, the less likely you become of ever getting the meeting. Always start with the value to the person on the other end. Now, this is not easy to do, right? In fact, many times this demands a one-off conversation or response. So in other words, I have to have this thing for this person, but this other person I have to have something completely different, and then something different again for this last person. And so it's not a one size fits all where you're going to quickly just run through and send a bunch of emails and get appointments like that. But remember, if somebody knocks on your door and they want to sell you something, they better quickly tell you what the benefit is to you. Because if they knock on your door and say, I want to sell you something because I want to make some money, you're going to close the door in their face and you're not going to open it again. And that's what's happening to many of you right now. You must be compelling, which is to compel them, pick up the phone, answer the email, come out and meet you, bring their calendar, and set up the appointment that you want to move the relationship forward. 3 minutes or less. We're barely under the wire. I'm Michael G with Power Shot Training. Find us on powershottraining.com for great sales tips and seminars like this. And I'll see you again for next week's Power Up video sales tip. Take care.